Clouds TV, empowering lives.
Of course, if you see Apostle Ndura Waruinge, just know it's about to go down. Mtumishi, uko vipi?
Sasa najua stories za jaba zimefika mwisho. These guys who've been writing, I always go through the comments section. And I will find every time these guys were asking me, this guy told us about Musumurikoti. Now where is it? Where is Musumurikoti? Now, Musumurikoti has come, has gone. Do they have another question?
Mambo ni mengi, masaa ndio machache. Lakini kwa ground watu wameniambia if you don't bring Apostle Ndura Waruinge, we might go on strike.
To demonstrate. Yeah, for sure. What I can say, and the last time I was with you, we were at Uhuru Park. And at least we said something that came also to happen very fast about the breaking news. And also we spoke about the Kalonzo factor in the launch of his party, new political party, because he launched a new political party.
Yeah.
And also a manifesto and a new flag. And did you notice something? One of the flags were there in front was at half-mast.
No, I didn't
And
notice.
then when they got there to the main event, the flag up there, he commented and he said, we don't know who has killed. And because you can see the flag is dropping down and many things were happening. So one of the things I want to send my condolences to the family of the late Honorable Prime Minister Raila Odinga, and also the condolences to the President of the Republic of Kenya and the people, and more especially the ODM fraternity, that all these things, they do happen and they come and go. What happens is that many people might think that when we prophesy on somebody's death or something is about to happen, they think that we are enemies to those people. We are just amplifiers. We amplify what God has spoken to us. And some other people have been asking, saying that this is a prophet of doom, this is a prophet of what? I've never said I'm a prophet. What I am is that I hold a prophetic office. You can be a prophet, but without a prophetic office. When you have a prophetic office, what you say do happen. You don't need to have slept to dream. You don't need to have inspired by something else. No, what you say. If you say this will happen, when you have a prophetic office, it happens. People like Moses, they had prophetic offices. When they were told by God, what are you holding in the hand? He say, I'm holding a staff. Then he drops the staff and the staff becomes a snake. People like Joshua, people like Elisha, Elijah, they had prophetic offices. And you see, how Elijah did his miracles is not formulated, it's not a formula. Because he was called and told that we were cutting this tree, and as we are cutting, the axe just dropped fell in the water.
Sank.
So what did he has? He just cut a branch of a tree, dropped it, pulled the axe from the water. That's not a formula. It is because he is holding a prophetic power. As a prophetic office. He's not a prophet, but a prophetic office. When you have a prophetic office like Raila had a prophetic office. Another person that had a prophetic office is Moi and Kenyatta. These others do not have a prophetic office. These others are just here and there. They are in because of circumstances. Like a person like Uhuru was in because of Mungiki. Did you know that? It is this case that was taken to ICC. And then Kikuyu said, we are going to own our son. He is not going to be taken to jail. Then Ruto comes out of what happened to Uhuru, and because Uhuru wanted to push for Raila, and the Kikuyu said, no, we are going to support this because these are circumstantial presidents. They are not actual presidents. If you look at Kibaki, it is Raila was angry with Moi. He came to punish Moi by putting Kibaki. He said Kibaki tosha. So these are kind of people that we call their circumstantial leadership presidencies. But Kenyatta and Moi, they were real men holding prophetic offices. and they were controlling because their word was power. And this word, they never pushed it. They never said, "Haki ya Mungu, hii kitu itafanyika. Haki ya Mungu itafanya." I swear, they don't swear. They just talk. Like how JM, have you ever read how JM died? JM, it was that they went to State House and they told Kenyatta, "This guy is really messing up the government." And he was there. And Kenyatta told this guy, "Niondoleni huyu mtu hapa." For them, interpretation was that go and kill. But Kenyatta did not mean to kill. So these are the things that have been happening in this country. And more especially during the death of Baba, there were, of course, so many speculations. Some said he died in Kenya, he's still in Kenya, he's in the mortuary. Because, of course, when the first rumors came, I went to passed around the mortuary. And I would see GSU guarding the mortuary. I told myself, could be themselves here, but because of tension in this country, they want to cool the tension, they want to cool everything. Though I didn't conclusively conclude that this guy was here. But now, as we are talking, if you ever try to convince somebody that this guy died in India, they will throw stones at you. There are many gaps that were left that are unanswered. And this one major gap that was left unanswered is how he was handled at the airport. You know, that was total mismanagement of security system. This airport is one that has been ratified by IAT, International Airport. IATA is ratified as one of the best airports in Africa. From South Africa, Cairo, Morocco, Jomo Kenyatta is one of the best approved of the security ratings are
international standard,
international standard. But what is, I saw Ndudi inside the runway. I saw Ndudi there. I saw people from Kibera. I know my friends who are Kibera. They had a selfie inside a plane and saying Baba has given them a passport to go to the airport. That was so scary. It might be, to many people, it's fun, but if you go critically, if I was Ruto, I will sack the national intelligence guy. I will sack the KDF guy. I will sack Murkomen. I will sack the police, the GSU. That is total mismanagement of our airport. Imagine how many points we dropped. Yes, we love Baba. Yes, we love Baba. He died. We are sympathetic to that cause, but at the expense of national security, at the expense of degrading our own airport. How many Mzungus that were there that had come for tourism will never come back to Kenya again? How many people are, how is the one viewing our airport? You say airport is a security zone, tamper-proof. Now, Ndudi was there. People were in the runway. Planes were vandalized. What kind of a security is that? Is it that it was by design, or it was coincidental, or was it ignorant? Because what I know, there are two institutions that work with precision. The intelligence institution and the KDF. The Kenya Airport Authority, or Jomo Kenyatta Airport, is guarded by two forces, the GSU and also the Kenya Armed Forces Artillery, the one that are on the other side of the compound. They're the one who mans the entire airport. And you've been telling us that the airport cannot be raided.
Cannot be invaded.
Cannot be invaded. And you saw what was happening. So how many drugs, if there were drug traffickers, how many drugs were trafficked? If there was something sinister or there's a deal that was going on, how many of these things happened without our knowledge? So meaning our security system failed completely. What I know about the NSIS are the people who work ahead of us by 10 years. The KDF, they have their own intelligence system.
The military intelligence.
That also works ahead 10 years. These people, they knew if at all Raila died in India and he was to be flown in by KQ, then they knew and they have arrangement on how to handle a situation. They have the systems to handle the situation. We have intelligence, the civilian intelligence, that could have fed the entire system that this is a possibility. Baba is loved. Baba has fanatical following. Baba now, the emotional damage that can be caused by the death of Baba, we must be extra careful. Number two, all the way from Kibera, from Kawangware, from Dagoretti, from Mathare, all these people, because these people came from all over Nairobi, others came from Kisumu. Didn't we have an intelligence system that could have tapped on how the arrangements are being done? Didn't we have somebody on the ground that could have relayed the same information to the systems that this is a possibility? And then go around Cabanas, put a seal around Cabanas, put a seal completely that nobody will go unless checked, unless allowed, so that we can have the removal of the body of Raila back to the people, then taken to wherever the stadiums. That was a total security lapse, which is cause of an alarm for this nation. We are not safe.
Do you think they underestimated Raila's followers?
No. The intelligence system has a data of the intelligence of the Raila followers. That's the civilian intelligence, they have a data. The army intelligence, they have a data. We people, the politicians, have a data by knowing who Baba is. Baba is an enigma. Baba is not a human being. Baba was a spirit. People know it. When Baba says this is the direction, it goes that way. Baba was a president. You know, when I told you we will have a new president by April, you didn't know what I was saying. Baba became the president of Kenya April when they signed this agreement. MOU. The MOU. He became the president. Kibaki ceded all his power to Baba. Baba was ruling the nation. Baba was the president. So intelligence system, they knew that Baba is the president. Ruto is not the president, it's Baba who is the president. So and we go to Kahareni, who will tell you, when a person of that magnitude dies, they have plans on how to have, they have drills, they have practiced, they know in case, like now, in case, and God forbid, Ruto is not in power, they know what to do. In case there's a vacuum in the country, they know who to become the president, who to become the minister within the military ranks. They have a parallel government existing on standby at every single second. The KDF has a parallel government. In case this happens, what happens? In case the deputy is not there, president is not there, who takes over? Could it be, yes, the speaker, but they have a parallel government that exists. They have a minister for agriculture in KDF. They have a minister for defense in KDF. They have a minister for finance in KDF. They have a minister for, they have their own TV and radio station.
They have their own structure.
They have a government structure equivalent to a civilian structure. In case of this is what will happen. In case of a president dies, they know how, if it's a Luo president, they know how because first you are a Luo before you become a Kenyan, you become a Luo. So they know how Luos behave when somebody dies. They know how Luos mourn. They know how Luos characterize all the entire system. They come back to Kikuyus, they know how a Kikuyu behaves. They go to Kalenjins, they know how Kalenjins behave. So they have the intelligence structure, intelligence write-ups on how to handle each and everything. They knew Baba is an old man. He can pass on at any time because everything to KDF is no chance. There is no chance in KDF systems. They know you can die, you can be gunned, you can be sick. This is natural. This is something that happens. So they have every plan. If so and so dies, this is how we can be able to handle this country, this station. If so and so dies, this is how we can handle. They knew what was happening. They knew what they can be able to do. They knew what can be able to be done. They knew how to avert this. But for me, I think because of this rumor that this mzee is still in Kenya, is dead, but is in somewhere in a mortuary, somewhere hidden. Could it be? I'm not disputing, because this is something personal to the family. I'm not disputing anything, whether he died in Kenya or he did not die in Kenya. He died. So that is not a matter of arguing that he died or he did not die. He died in Kenya, or he died in Uganda, or he died in Mozambique. Whatever the factor or revolves says, the man died. So there has to be preparation for his burial. And if he died in India, he will be brought back. How will he be brought back? Where will he be taken first? What will happen to him? And this is the organizational capacity of the sitting KDF personalities who are supposed to manage. They have a committee, they have a system that does that. And also we have the Department of Defense that was supposed to overlook everything and to check on everything and control the whole situation. So when we looking at such a situation, we look at the security of the nation first, not at the person who died, not what these people will do, but first of all, the security of the nation. What if RAILA dies? Is Kenya going to be okay? They have that question. Way before they have that. So
they even know, they already asked the question, what if the president is not alive?
If not alive,
what should we do next?
They have it.
They are prepared for any eventuality.
They are prepared for every and any eventuality. If this works, if this happens, how do we do? And if we look at from the post-election violence, 2007, 2008, things have been happening, and we have now an experience of how to handle a situation. Because previously we never had an experience of the magnitude of 2007, 2008. But after that, there is a committee that sat down and they organized themselves and they had solutions for every question they were asking. So my question was here, is our country, Kenya, safe? For me, I will rate them, out of 10, I will rate 1%. We are not safe at all. If you cannot handle a small issue like that, if our airport can be raided by people from Kibera who are not armed, let us argue this way. People from Kibera, people from Kawangware, people from Madare, and they were not armed. They were just ordinary citizens, good citizens who are just mourning. And they raided an airport which is guarded by GSU, NYS, and a contingent of KDF that has a camp inside the airport. That tells you a lot.
So you mean the airport is already exposed?
We are not safe. The airport is not safe. And therefore Kenya is not safe. Now, put that aside. They came to parliament. They invaded parliament. Again. The same people who invaded. So what is the reflexes of our security system? Because they are supposed to act with precision. What are the reflexes? That yes, this has happened. Can it be repeated? Was it repeated? Yes, it was repeated. Again, they were in there. Parliament.
Actually, I saw one guy outside the parliament. He went kwa huo mlingoti wa bendera, akapanda akashusha bendera na.
Yes, they brought down the flags inside the parliament. Inside. That is like they didn't learn anything when the Gen Z invaded the parliament. So parliament is supposed to be guarded also by the GSU and the KDF and the police and the intelligence system. This was invaded. Now from there, they had to run to take the body to Kasarani.
They changed from Lee funeral, wakasema wacha.
Yeah, waenda Kasarani. So you see, there is no plan. Yeah. They are forced to change plans. Some other guys went to, I don't know whether you know, they went to Karen, kwa RAILA.
Yeah.
And they vandalized the home of RAILA. They vandalized. Where was this strategic plan to make sure RAILA's place is safe, parliament is safe? Because they knew this man is going to be taken to parliament, this man is going to be taken to Lee, this man is going to be taken for viewing all over the country. Where was these arrangements? Where was these plans to make sure that this works? Our KDF, our intelligence, our president, the planning committee, they all failed this nation. Somebody owes an apology to this nation. Either Murkomen has to tell us what happened. The stampede that was in Kasarani.
And several people died. Look at
Kasarani. The newly refurbished stadium was vandalized. If CAF to come today and inspect, Kasarani is blocked. By what? An event that was going to take 72 hours. An event of a dead person. Yes, we don't demean him. An event of a dead person at the expense of futuristic of this nation. No planning. So it was either by design to disrupt the whole thing, or somebody just refused to listen to the NSIS, or somebody just ignored all the needs people, never had a clue of what was going on. Either one of the body refused. The president himself was privy aware of what was to happen. He was aware because he has been briefed by the intelligence system. They knew this man is sick. They knew this man can go anytime. They knew because the intelligence of this country, they know how sick you are, more especially the people, the public figures. They know where you sleep, what you eat. They know all your girlfriends. They even know the marks of your body. They know how many people you have. They know. They have the report for you. They have economical report for every person. They have social report. They have report for what I did on Sunday here in church. You see? So this is not something that you can say it got them by surprise.
So you feel maybe...
Whoever took RAILA from this country to go for medication in India, they knew Muse has been taken for medication. They had somebody... I understand this guy, the bodyguard, is a KDF guy.
Actually, he's not an officer. The Ogeta, Maurice Ogeta. He has several police officers, but for Maurice Ogeta, he's just a private security officer.
Who communicates with the intelligence system for the safety of the Prime Minister. Because Prime Minister is a property of the nation. Whether you retired or not, you are under scrutiny 24/7. They want to keep you safe because that's the work of the intelligence system, to keep you safe. So they got taps with the family member, they got taps with the politician around you, they got tapped with the people who are manning you. They even got tapped, they traveled with him. When Wamunyoro went to America, they had 40 people who traveled with him.
Beforehand, actually.
Yes. They know where he's going, who is going to be visited, what he's going to eat, wherever they know. If they want to just crush him. Sometimes when I see Wamunyoro talking a lot of things, I see like he does not understand because he was part of the intelligence, the special branch then, and he knows how powerful this thing is. So for me, and I want to end it there, is that Murkomen and the Minister for Defense should have resigned by yesterday. It was a total failure for this nation. Total shame. Total shame. We have never had a shame similar to that. Look again. They have seen the airport, what happened. They have seen the parliament, what happened. They wait at the Kasarani. Then, at the grave,
they did whatever they did. They
did the same thing. They vandalized the same thing. Is that these people are powerful than the... Where did it... How again? What happened? Again, they vandalized at the grave. Was it a spirit that was vandalizing?
And actually also at Karen, when the president was there condoling with Raila's family, few people started chanting Ruto must go.
Yes.
Inside Karen.
Where the president was in. So asking yourself, is it that is Ruto that is ignoring the intelligence advice, or is the intelligent advisors who are not capable? Where did we go wrong with our intelligence? During the Kibaki season, intelligence was super. Moi region, we had the best intelligence. Kenyatta was in power, the best intelligence. What could be the lapses?
Do you feel there is...
Who is not listening to who?
Is there
or who is not advising who?
Is there a disconnect between the intelligence?
Complete disconnect. And that's why I'm telling you, we are not safe. And more especially, our president is not safe. He's not safe. If our airport can be raided by civilian, by what?
A civilian.
Meaning an army cannot stop a civilian from getting into the airport, no matter the situation, because the security was fast. Leave alone the man who has died, security was fast. Even security to the family members was fast. And this is, remember, the dignitaries of the government were all there. The deputy president was there. The speakers of the National Assembly were there. Every person, all the dignitaries of the country were at the airport. They were exposed to the somebody could have even touched the entire airport. Ingechomwa na ingechomeka. Na wameshika wako kwa kiwanja katikati. So hata gari ya kuzima moto haingeingia. And you did not see KDF getting there. So there must be something that is not right. And this is an exposure to the president. This is an exposure to the entire nation. He's been exposed. He is naked. The king is naked. This is a dead person. You are alive. He was at Kasarani. The president, was he not at Kasarani?
He was.
They were forced to view the body inside a place that was locked. The entire president of this nation.
A whole president.
Our own president. That he could not be able to go to the stadium like others to view the body out there. The body was hidden inside the VIP place. That is where they viewed the body. That is where Uhuru viewed the body. That's where Ruto viewed the body, and the dignitaries viewed the body. But obviously, when Kibaki died, we viewed the body in front of everybody. Moi, they viewed the body. Yes, we will say that the Hawan were first were Baba. But how? When we have the army, when we have the GSU, military police, how? That the president cannot sit down and listen to people speak as people eulogize this great man of this country. The president should crack a whip, sack Murkomen first, so he pan to go. Then the other teams to be questioned. Did you say this? Did you say this? But for political reasons, the politician need to go home. Again, another lapse. The parliament hurriedly passes a law. There are 8 laws or 18? 8. Very quickly, one which is a volatile. One is a law that is very controversial. That it is touching the same people that entered parliament. The same people who nearly caused Ruto to run away from this nation. You are touching them. Now see, after this, the one person is waited to trigger. Any person will trigger. They will not care whether they're going to be arrested or not be arrested. They will trigger. And you will see by tomorrow, maybe they're saying tomorrow, by tomorrow you see some things happening. And this might lead, I'm not saying it will, might lead to our president being forced to make decisions that are not very good. You know, Baba is not here to put some brakes. You know, Baba alisaliti the Gen Z, akaenda kwa Ruto, akatuliza pressure. He is no longer there. ODM is split into 2. There is ODM, mulengo wa Babu, mulengo ya nani? Mulengo ya Babu na secretary, SG, na kina Urengo, kina Nyong'o. Those who will never sit to be lectured by Ruto. They will never sit down to be lectured by Ruto. Oburu Odinga is lying to Ruto. Oburu will go this way. Oburu is loyal to RAILA. And RAILA never mentioned that he's going to support Ruto. His last meeting with the delegates, he said, we are still a political party. And that is how it will go. Number 2, a person like Uhuru, Uhuru is never with Ruto. Are you getting me? Uhuru is never with Ruto. Uhuru is creating his own path towards recapturing the nation. So you saw they were laying the wreath on the grave. He was told to go and lay near where Ruto was. He said no. You see, it was a campaign. When they were at Nyayo Stadium, he made sure he has captured the hearts of the Luos. Uhuru. He was cheered and cheered and cheered and cheered to the end. He captured them. Everybody will be on Uhuru. What they will do, all the leaders of Lakeside, Uhuru will buy them and put him on his side. So Ruto is exposed on that area. There's no Luo will help him, more especially the foot soldiers.
But you see the likes of Kina John Badi, Junet, and Gladys Wanga, they are there telling people, before Baba left, he said that we should stay in the government, and that's where we are going to stay.
The same people, they're saying before Baba left, they said they should stay in the government. The SG, who is somebody who speaks on behalf of the party, when Baba was still there, he had a formation, he had a stance, he had no stand, and he said this is the stand of the party, and the Raila supported the stand of the party. He said SG is right. The ODM should remain as ODM. We are going to have our own candidate. Did he say so?
Yeah, he did.
Yes, he said that they're going to have their own candidate. What would happen is that anything that Ruto was banking on, the ODM, it is on people who cannot even bring a delegate to him. A person like Bandi, he will never be elected there. A person, those are the people who used to take to either 20 million or 100 million, you are given a certificate. People like Wanga, Kidero was much popular than Wanga. But because Raila didn't want Kidero to rise, Raila went there and they said Kidero ni Msaliti. Now nobody to say Kidero ni Msaliti. Kidero is much stronger than Wanga. Junet Mohammed has always been a sycophant, given nomination papers out of sycophancy. Not because he was popular, but out of sycophancy. So who else? Babu has built his own structures. Babu is a popular nation, is a popular person in the country. Similar to how Raila started those days when he was when they were in Ford Kenya. When they were in Ford Kenya. Simba, the part of Simba. That is how Raila started, the way Babu is doing. And the SG has created his own support base. You could see how people celebrated him. When he may say ODM is going to remain as ODM. The same people he's relying on, kwa mzee, kama mzee alikuwa amesema, kama if he said at all, he said that they're going to remain in the government. Did you see what happened when Ruto went to Mon with Ida?
No.
At Karen. While Ruto was inside, people were chanting, Ruto must go.
Oh, outside. Yeah.
Outside, people were chanting, Ruto must go. The same people who listen to Baba. And then you lie to yourself that Baba, people were going to support you.
They actually, some of them even said that Gachagua had sent people to come and chat to Ruto must go.
No, you know, they are building Gachagua for apparently no reason. But this is automatic. This is, you don't need to have it. You don't need to be told anything. That every person, nobody will go for Ruto. Because the person who could have swayed people towards Ruto is no more.
That was Baba now.
That's Baba. The next influential person that can influence the Luos to go any other side is Uhuru Kenyatta. That is why we see Uhuru took much time in mourning the family and also joining the family. And also remember, he slept there. When everybody went home, he was left there. And he went again back to the grave the following day Sunday. Him with the team, they went there. What is this so much? What is this relationship? That instead of going, he went back and to the grave of Raila with Oburu. And that's why I told you Oburu will be the first person to decamp and be with Raila. They are more closer, the Waruinge family are more closer to Kenyatta family than the Ruto family. For them, Ruto is an enemy, is an intruder. That is why they planted Raila inside the government of Ruto to tame Ruto. That is why they have Gideon inside the government of Ruto to tame Ruto.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. That they must have their own, and they control. They have money, they have everything, they have influence. Look at, just go watch the speech, the Uhuru speech at Nyayo Stadium.
Mm.
It was powerful.
I was there.
You were there.
Yeah.
You saw how the crowd, which was 99% Luo crowd, how ecstatic they were of Uhuru. And they believe in Uhuru and they believe in Ruto. See, those are so many things that I want just to you look at them from a spiritual angle and a spiritual perspective, how the king is naked. From the airport, we are seeing naked. Alikuwa na vest akiwa pale. Sasa tumeingia, Karen akatolewa vest akabaki na nini? Na katurosa tu. Sasa look at how this Uhuru was celebrated hapa. And this is a man, remember the latest person that was working with Baba is not Uhuru, it is Ruto. Are you getting me now? But they chose the other guy because he was more genuine to them than this one. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Uhuru was more genuine to them than Ruto. Ruto is because he's been forced and he needed somebody to come and rescue him. And this is what we are calling now the dynamics of the futuristic of this country. But one thing, Ruto is not safe. The person he could have run to, he doesn't have anything. He cannot run to Bandi. He cannot run to Ruth Odinga. He cannot run to Winnie. He cannot run to Aida.
What is the future of Mbadi na Gladys Wanga?
It ended with the grave of RAILA. That was their end, and that's why they were not crying because Baba is dead. They were not mourning. They were seeing their future has come to an end, crashing completely. So what they will do, they will shift into Ruto's camp completely to have that security, not because something will happen, not because something will come out of it, but just to have security, to have some money, to keep yourself warm, and to retain the position that you are given by Ruto.
What about Junet?
Junet ended completely. Sema completely. Completely. That big mouth has gone. You will never. Atasema kidogo, ODM will be restructured, not by Ruto. It will be restructured by Uhuru.
Hey.
And Matiang'i will be there.
But have you seen yesterday the likes of Cherargei from UDA and the likes of Zahir Janda from Nyaribari Church MP? They said that it's time for the president to walk in ODM and stabilize things. In other words, they were telling the president, Ruto to go to ODM and take over. And to make the matters worse, Simba Arati even said that Ruto is welcome. Once he comes to ODM, he's going to get a direct presidential candidate ticket.
So what are they? Simba Arati was telling them, defect, come back to your party. Defect, come back to ODM. That's what I'm telling you. There will be a total split. There will be two camps, and that is the interest of many politicians. Maybe Wamunyoro, anybody who's vying, a person like Kalonzo, that is what he will want. Remember these people from Nyanza, the Luo Nyanza, they have been voting RAILA all through, but they have never voted 60% of their total vote. They have never gone beyond 60%. It's between 60 and 65. They have never gone beyond. But you come to Mount Kenya, they go to 98%. Are you seeing the difference?
Actually, even in Eastern, they voted more than Nyanza.
They voted more than Nyanza. So what is happening is that anybody will be happy if the people in Nyanza are split into 3 or 4. Then that vote becomes useless. It can't help anybody. Maybe on a top-up, but it can't help anybody to hang on to become a president. And this is what will happen, this disintegration. But there will rise stars, people like Sifuna. Babu is going to rise very fast, very prominent, and very strong. And it's going to be funded by so many people who are against Junet, against Badi, against those sycophants, the people who are intimidating others, the rich people, the rich Luo people. Now, because the prefect has gone, they will fund Babu. And the Babu will become so strong. And because Babu has a following, the youth following, and this is where we are headed. The politics now is headed to having a following that is youthful. And this is, Babu is able to control it. Babu is only able to manage it. He only needs some people to finance his movements. And now because people want to punish Badi. People want to punish Junet. People want to punish Wanga. People want, because now they have a dog to bite. This Babu will be magnified. And also Babu is energetic and he's also charismatic. He is going to be able to pull people around him. And you see, these people of Nyanza, they have always used not to campaign. They've always known their money. So you get your money, you steal. Like in Kaluma, they go, they steal, they do some 1, 2, 3 businesses. You have your 20 million. You go, you buy a certificate. You are good to go. Once you get the certificate, you're good to go. So these people, they are not used to go to campaign. They don't know how to campaign. To them, it will be a radical thing. And if Babu gains momentum, he will be able to say who's going to be elected and who is not going to be elected.
So are you trying to say that Babu is the indirect Raila's reincarnation?
Yes. He is going to grab it. You know, power is not given. Power is grabbed. And he knows how to do it. And you see, he calculated his moves very well. He was in parliament to cool down the youth in parliament. And they cooled down. Did you see that?
I saw it.
He went to
Kasarani.
He went to Kasarani. He did the same. He went to Kisumu after issuing a statement that my life is in danger. That was basically to create the emotions to people. That kuja wakuuze, kuja. Now people were waiting for Babu. Who is that trying to kill Babu?
Actually, when he was being, announced or rather introduced during the burial,
yes,
he was the only MP who got cheers more than the rest.
He had prepared the ground. He knows how to prepare, to psychologically prepare everybody by issuing a statement, my life is in danger. Nobody was planning to hurt Babu. But because he wanted to prepare a ground for him to be received like a king, he didn't need to talk. He needed just to be mentioned. Simple. And that was the end of the game. He won the game against Wanga. He won the game against Orengo. He won the game against Nyani Nyongo. Orengo is old now. Orengo will mentor Babu. Because they need also a person who will come to power, then protect them. Politics about protection. What will happen to you in future? How will it happen? A person like Uhuru, because Uhuru want to re-rule this nation, he will call Babu. A person like Kalonzo, he needs Babu's votes. He will call. So Babu will be the potato that will be highly sought by everybody. And from in that level, he will grow. He will become big. And he will take the position, he will take that angle that Raila was carrying. He was also arrogant, he's also combatant, just like Raila.
He knows his work.
He knows.
Do you think the president will try to maybe sway him?
No, they were trying after Raila's death, they were trying to persuade him to be given the position of Minister for Education. Just go, ask him. They were trying to give him the position of the minister. There is a reshuffle. They have been pushing for him to get into the government.
So why are they doing that?
Because the imaginations with President Ruto is to cool down everything, things to work for him. You see, the statement he's always making, I have spoken to the former president, I have spoken to this. Those are desperate statements. You don't keep announcing that I've spoken to so and so. When you are speaking to so and so, did you tell people that I'm going to speak to so and so? Did you tell us? You didn't tell us. No, why do you want to tell us now? What kind of a campaign are you doing? You're trying to tell people, hata huyu Uhuru tuko na yeye ni wangu, nimeshanunua. Hata huyu baba nilinunua, Gideon nimenunua. You see, it's a kind of a campaign to smear these people that they will not be trusted by people outside there.
Because they're already in my camp.
They are already in my camp. So even if they come to tell you they're fighting me, they're not fighting me. Ni mimi nimewatuma wakuja wa pretend. So that is a kind of politics is doing, the more politics. Ile wakati walitaka kumaliza mtu, when Shukuku was finished, he was called inside hapa Kabarak Gardens, akapatiwa ile Nissan Patrol. And that's what the end of Shukuku. He never recovered again. He never, and then they came and took away the vehicle after they finished the mudslinging. And that's how it worked. So the campaign from now that is going to be there is going to be a campaign of mudslinging, people just going for position, and the people looking for who has money. Who is deep-pocketed.
And who is also charismatic.
And who is charismatic. The plans, the moves that you are going to make. That is why I see the people like Ndura's, you are told, go and interview Ndura. We want to hear Ndura again. We want to hear him. Because what he told us about the breaking news, about the news Mulingoti has happened. Now, what next?
Now, actually, what's next for ODM now? That Baba is gone.
Just like we have always had new parties, ODM is gone.
Hey.
Yeah, ODM is gone. It's gone with RAILA. It will never resurrect again. What we'll have is a ODM. A ODM like we had the ODM Wiper, ODM all for the Kenya, for the people, for the Alisi, all those, how they just went. That is how but Matiba went with for the Alisi. When Waruinge went with for the people.
Yeah, and Kinawetangula was for the Kenya.
Kinawetangula went for the Kenya when things just it's off. It's been switched off.
So eventually ODM is going to be disaggregated, whatever.
Yeah, the party that will come up is the party that because I'm sure there's coming another party, and this party will be Akina Sifuna, Akina Babu, and many other progressive. Junet will get into UDA.
Aye?
Yes. Junet will never be accepted outside. Junet what now is doing is calculating moves. You want to join Duale. With their larger plan, how to take over Kenya 2032.
So he can't stay in ODM anymore?
He can't stay there. He will not be, even the people down there will not elect him. Because they were always told by RAILA to elect him.
But now Baba is gone. There is nobody
to go and order them to elect him. So what he's gonna do, he will shift very quickly to Duale's camp. And then they form that formation because Duale camp, they are working not for this election, they're working on 2032 election. That is when they want to front their own to become the president. Because they will have gathered the muscle, they have brought the population that they want, everything will have worked for them. That's why they are under governments, under systems, so that to make sure that they grow. They are clever, they are planned, they plan very well to sit under somebody until they become. And for them, Ruto is a sure bet for them because whatever is happening around, they are covered by Ruto, and Ruto would want still not to throw them out. So for Ruto to get some retro chunk from ODM, they will pull in Badi, they will pull in Wanga, they will pull in this Junet, they'll be bought to be taken to be assimilated into UDA. And therefore we are going to have a new formation, a new political party that Ruto will ride to become the president, which will be now a new amalgamation, a new team formed from other political parties that are going to fold, and then kukuwe na muungano ingine mpya. Sasa hiyo muungano ndio akina Junet watakuwa, and the other people, akina Wanga will be there, akina Kidero will be in that muungano, because also Kidero, he won't be able to come back very fast.
Bethel Clouds TV, empowering lives.